Military cannot defeat bandits and Boko Haram without prayers. LAWAN. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The Senate President said it was Nigerians' responsibility, in fact, and obligations to pray for the armed forces. Senate President Ahmad Lawan on Friday said Nigerians have obligation to pray for the success of the military to defeat Boko Haram, bandits and other aggressors. While I'm not going to be sidelining, while I'm not going to be taking for granted the God factor, but sincerely, there is a lot of work for the military. While we are also going to be criticizing what they do not do well, let us not forget to praise them for doing the ones they do well. Sincerely. Let us not forget to praise them. In Nigeria, what I notice is that bad news flies a lot. And so some of these bloggers, they put it in our face. They know that if they put it in our face, they'll get a lot of traffic and people will condemn. But when the good one happens, it does not receive the same attention. So please, why we are going to be criticizing the Nigerian army, let us also remember to praise them, to tell them that they are trying and they're actually putting in work. It is not easy to leave your family, your friends, your well-wishers, your husband, your wife, your children to fight for your country. With that being said, why I'm not going to be putting aside the God factor, they have a lot of work to do. The military have a lot of work. And when I mean a lot of work, a lot. And to do this, there are some certain things. What am I even saying? How do you even seem to advise something you don't even know, have a clue? To do these things, I feel that from their end, there are some things they're not doing right. First of all, we keep hearing in the news, we keep hearing that the Nigerian military, some of the repentant Boko Haram are actually among them. Do you know this factor is also going to be, no matter how they are working, no matter how they are putting effort, it's going to be damping, as in playing down on their efforts. Why? These people called the repentant Boko Haram, at the end of the day, you don't know their mind. You can't be fighting a war, your enemy surrenders to you, you take your enemy home, then you put him in the midst of your family members. It is not possible. As in, even if you do that, you have to be keeping tabs on him, lest he attacks your family. That particular aspect of him fighting against your family should not leave your memory. We have seen a lot of things happen. In fact, military people, there are more attacks and the attacks are successful. That is why Nigeria will cry out, what is happening? What exactly is happening? What is going on? What are these people doing? What is exactly making these people's attacks successful? You see places that, some areas that there are no telecommunication network, when there were no networks for mobile phones. There are some states actually that they removed them from having service on their mobile phones. And yet, when the military have operation there, they are attacked. And I'm saying, who is tipping these people off? That aside, all I'm saying is, the military have a lot of work to do. We're not going to be excluding the God factor, but they have to plan well. They have to learn to communicate with each other without the public knowing. Sincerely, we don't want to be hearing in the news that the military said they'll do this. No. These people we are fighting against, does it seem to them that they don't listen to the news? They do. Whatever you want to do, please, if they should find those, if they don't give out the information, if they keep closing their mouth and maybe the information keeps going out, can they please find the person who is always bringing the information out? Yes, what Nigerians need right now. Yes, why we cannot silence the God factor. We need to understand that these people, they need privacy for them to succeed. I can't be doing some planning to do something and I'm telling the public. And does it seem that those people, they don't have people and members of the public? Their financiers listen to news. And of course, one big factor again is the Nigerian government knows the financiers and sponsors of Boko Haram. Yet, they decide to hold it. A lot of things are involved in the military making it. Apart from we, the citizens, praying for them. Apart from we encouraging them. There are a lot of factors. And of course, I'm telling you, it is just, how am I going to put it? It is just like 2% or 3 or 5 that lies in the hand of the citizens. The more work lies around them. They do. Okay, let's listen to the rest of the news in detail. Please stay with us. We are going with that trend, and I want to make an appeal to all Nigerians to also pray for the success of armed forces, and that is the least anybody can do, Mr. LAWAN said. The senator was speaking at a special Jumat prayer held as part of the activities lined up to celebrate the 2022 Armed Forces Day celebration AFRDC on January 15th. I believe that we have the responsibility, in fact, an obligation, that in our official capacities, we are supposed to do that, and even in our private capacities, we are supposed to do that and continuously too, he said. Mr. LAWAN assured the armed forces that the National Assembly will work with the executive to provide them with the needed platform and equipment. In the National Assembly, we believe that we should continue to support the armed forces through appropriation and any legislative intervention that will enhance their performance. Mr. LAWAN reiterated that we will continue to support the armed forces working with the executive arm of the government. So far, we have done a lot by giving the armed forces special appropriation through the supplementary budget of 2021 and, of course, the 2022 appropriation that Mr. President signed last week, he added. The Jumat prayer will be followed by interdenominational church service on Sunday across the country, before the main ceremony on January 15th at the National Arcade. This ceremony will also involve the laying of wreaths by the President and other government functionaries at the National Arcade and other states across the country. Prayer does not cure the problem you deliberately brought upon yourself. There's a saying in Hausa language that when you want to dig a malicious hole to trap your opponent, don't make it so deep, just in case it backfires. That is, if either yourself or close relative falls into the trap. The allies in the north imported terrorism into Nigeria for reasons best known to themselves. As common with all the evil motives, the perpetrators did not have time to evaluate the consequences of their actions. I come in peace. Like I said, prayer cannot and will not be. We cannot say prayer doesn't, as in, we cannot remove the God factor. But the military themselves and the people who claim that they want to help them, they will ensure this, they will ensure that. It is not by giving equipment to. Who are the financiers of these people? It is time we even start looking at them. Who are they? It is time we know who are they, cut off them, so that these people can be weakened. Yes. Yet, for how many years? For almost 365 days now. It is getting to a year that they came out and told us that they know the financiers and sponsors of these people, and yet they do not tell the public. And they do not as well tell the military. Is it not funny? That is why I said 5% lies with us, and the remaining 95% lies with the military and with the government themselves. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of it. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.